Hi there, my name is Amo from Oral Web Studios, where we help dental professionals get more patients through highly specialized websites. In today's video, we are going to do a homepage audit of a dental website and see how it's structured, critique it a bit, and see where it can improve. So let's get into the video. Here is the website Kimberly Smiles, right? It's a cosmetic and general uh, dentistry. Okay, so if we look at our list over here, the header plus hero section, right? Let's look at the header and the hero section. And if we look at our structure right here of a dental website, we can see that it's supposed to have a navigation bar. Then in the navigation bar, we'll have the logo, we'll have the About Us, services, practice story, other locations if that applies to you, and then the Contact Us page. So not all dentists are going to look exactly like this, right? But this is more or less how it's supposed to look. And then the hero section is going to have the main text, the subtext, Contact Us and booking button, call to action, a video or an image, then social proof, right? So the video or the image, I recommend that these should be custom videos or custom images of your practice and employees, right? So these just perform better and help boost conversions instead of using stock images. So we would recommend you do custom videos and images for your website. So let's go to this website over here, and then we look at here the header over here. We can see that it has a call to action over here, which is excellent. Then we have the logo, and then the links over here, the About Us, the services, the dental specialists, patient information, and Contact Us button, right? So that would check for our header, right? That's how it's supposed to look. And according to our little structure over here. And then we look at the hero section. It contains the main heading over here, a higher standard for your dental smile, right? Which means portrays to us that it gives premium services, right? It's a premium website. It gives premium services. It's a premium dental practice. So that is the main text, and then the subtext, get dental care built on tangible results, right? And then your call to action right beneath. And then you have your hero image over here, your background image, which is a picture of the main dentist with the other staff members. So it's a still image, not a video, but it still looks really good, right? It's a custom image, it's simple, but it still looks really good and it matches with the website. The primary colors of the website seem to be orange and white, right? So I'm going to give that 9 out of 10. Right, that's an excellent homepage. So right on the homepage, if we go back here, the call to action is to call the practice, but the button right next to it is explore our specials. So obviously here they're prioritizing the specials, but I would have liked to see a book now button, right? I know that may be somewhere down here in the website, but this could have been, it's already up here, right? Dental specials, and it's probably also down in the website. So they may be prioritizing it a bit, but I would have liked to see a book now button and subtext that communicates to patients more, that speaks in the language of patients. I would have liked to seen a subtext that basically connects more with potential patients, right? So I wouldn't say that this really does that. Patients want to hear something that puts them at ease, right? Or maybe you speaking more about your practice and how premium it is, or how premium the service is, or good the service is. I feel like this is a bit too almost like this is something you'd see in a software on a software website or something like that. But other than that, I'd say the homepage and the heroes, basically the header and the hero section, are really good. Now for the clear value proposition, this basically has to answer three questions, right? Who is it for? What do they do? And why should I care, right? I mean, what do they offer? Who is it for? What do they offer? And why should I care? And I'd say this website answers that very well, right? It's basically for people who are in Wicker Park, Chicago, right? People who are in Wicker Park, Chicago. It's a neighborhood dentistry, and they offer cosmetic and general dentistry. They also have other services right here, right? That they offer general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and all these other things, teeth whitening, etc. And why should you care? So if you are looking for a higher standard of dentistry, right, it gives off a premium feel. So that's another reason why you should care about this dentistry. So we will give, oh, I forgot about this one. Oh yes, clear value proposition. We can give that a 10. Excellent, right? Now for the above the fold contact visibility. So what that means is, can we see the contact now button without having to scroll down the website? It's above the fold of the website, right? It's on the top section of the website. So we don't have to basically go down like that. And yes, contact button visibility is above the fold, which really helps when patients try to call you really fast. They know where to go. It's right at the top. Again, I would have liked to have seen a book now button right here. So that's a little suggestion of mine. So we'll give that an 8 out of 10, because they have a button over here and over here and over here, right? Let's just give that a 9 then. Button like that, then social proof. So if we look at our website structure right here, after the hero section, right, you can have your services offered, meet the dentist, or meet the team. So sometimes these two sections can be combined into one section, right? You got your testimonials and reviews, right, to build trust over here. So social proof, usually you can have a couple of stars here, or a button with stars and profiles over here as social proof. When it's clicked by a user, it'll basically take them to your testimonials page, or it'll scroll down to where you have your social proof, which is right here, our patient reviews. Okay, so they have reviews here from Google, which is good. You always want to show where the reviews are from. Ideally Google, maybe even Facebook, right? So it does have testimonials over here, reviews, and it has, as we can see, these video testimonials as well, which is excellent. Not a lot of dental websites have this. So it has these two, and I saw here it has credentials and associations here. But looking at the reviews and the testimonials, the video testimonials, we can give that a 10. You don't have to have a lot of video reviews. 2 is okay, just like they have in this website. It's not like a user will watch all your videos, right? But it does help to have 1 or 2 video testimonials. So we'll give that a 10 out of 10. So this website is actually pretty good. If you'd like us to basically audit your website, you can check the link in the description, right? Oh, looks like I typed in the wrong spot over there. Check the link in the description, get in contact with us, and then we'll give you a little website audit, a full website audit, not just the homepage. We'll check your site speed, your SEO, things like that. Personality and likability. So for that, we'll check the images on your and videos on your website. Do they show a lot of personality? Are you smiling? Do they show people smiling, patients, or even staff, right? As you can see over here, these are probably like hired models over here to act as patients, which is something people usually do. So you don't ask your actual patients to be in your photos. So here is the dentist smiling, shaking a patient's hand, right? He looks like a very likable person. And then you have the staff members over here. Got more images over here with staff members and patients. Then you have a video over here in this section, what to expect during your first dental visit, right? So I'd say they score pretty well for patience and likability. So this looks like a really good website. Service highlights. So basically the services that they have, as you can see over here, they have a sticky header. So no matter where I go, we'll still have this header section for us everywhere. And here they have services where you can see the services right here. But they also have a little services section over here where they show same day crowns, dental implants, right, porcelain veneers. And then you can read more about those services. So they show 3 services over here. I would have liked to have seen a button right under here, right under these 3 services, where you click it and then it shows the remaining of your services. But that's fine because of this button right here, right? This link right here. And you can check out all the services that you need, since this header section basically sticks and follows you everywhere you go, right? So for service highlights, we'll give that a 9 out of 10. We have other audits on our channel, right? Some websites aren't as good as this one. This is a very well done website, at least the homepage is, right? Then we have visual hierarchy and layout. So when it comes to the sections of this website, I would say the sections are very close together, right? The backgrounds look very similar. They could have played around with the backgrounds a bit, still utilizing the same colors, but the backgrounds look very similar, and then everything feels of equal importance. Nothing feels more important than anything else. So that's something that they can improve on, right? They can highlight maybe the services section as more important, right? Or this section over here, the emergency care section, but everything feels like it's as important as everything else. They could have played around with the background a bit and the textures of the website. So that's something that I think could have been improved. Everything kind of looks similar, so we'll give that more of a 6 out of 10. Improve hierarchy, right? So like I said, the sections seem too close together, backgrounds look similar, and everything feels kind of equal in importance. So that's a couple of points that they can improve upon. The navigation structure, if we look at the navigation bar right here, it's a sticky header, so it follows us no matter where we go. I'd say they have a very good navigation structure. Looking at the menu right here, about us, where you can meet the team, get an office tour, smile gallery, right? And then you can see the services right there, the dental specials, patient information, contact, then request an appointment over there. Wow. So we'll give that a 10 out of 10. Then call to action. So they have call to actions everywhere, right here, contact us, then a call, right? If you scroll down, another call to action right here for urgent emergency dental care. Then if you scroll some more, you have more call to actions. Schedule your first appointment. So here you can book an appointment, right? This could have been a button up in the hero section as well, but here you go. You have another call to action there. Got a book online, so another call to action right at the bottom. So like I said, I would have liked to have seen a book now right here instead of explore our specials, but like I said, they are prioritizing specials for their practice, right? So they have call to actions everywhere in multiple sections, which is good. 10 out of 10 for call to actions. Basically, this website does not have a lot of flaws, right? Then you have your map over here and your footer to close off the website. So if we compare this website to this structure, like I said, they did very well when it comes to the navigation bar and the hero section, right? They have the services offered. So most dental sections are 9 to 12 sections, right? You don't have to have all of them, and it depends on your practice's goals. So some sections can be rearranged based on trust, authority, and clarity. So basically what you prioritize for your website, right? Then some sections can be combined into one section, but you basically have to have these sections over here, right? Your services offered. So that second section is this over here, where they basically tell you about the practice, which is not wrong. Like we said, you don't have to strictly follow this structure, but this has to be included. Obviously, you have to have services offered, which they do down here. I would have liked to see it higher up, but it's okay because we have in the menu, we have a services tab right here, right? Meet the head dentist. they also have that. So you have Meet Your Dentist right here, where you can read about the dentist and then click here to meet the team, basically. So like we said, some sections can be combined. So that's what they did on their website. They basically combined this section, Meet the Dentist and Meet the Team, into one section. But they have that. Then there are reviews and testimonials. Here are the reviews and testimonials down here, right? Practice images. This is something that they do not have, but that's okay, right? You don't have to have everything on there. Let me see. Oh, they have an office tour in the menu. So they don't really have a lot of images of their practice in the homepage, but that's okay. Like we said, it depends on with each practice what you prioritize and that sort of stuff. So that's less of a priority for them, but they still have an office tour in the menu. Then you've got patient information and finance information, which they have right here, at least with the patient information. Credentials, logos, and trust badges, something that they also have. They've got them over here, right? Static. So you could have had them move a bit, but this is fine. It's probably all of their credentials, so they don't really need to move. If you had more, I guess that's when you could have had a loop belt sort of thing. Then contact info form/maps. If you scroll down here, I guess you can call them for emergencies, but they do have a map over here, right? They don't need maybe a contact form as they have plenty of contact us buttons, right? But they do have a map right there at the end and then a footer to close off the website. So they have most of these sections, and the sections that they do not physically have in the homepage, they do in the menu. So this was a pretty good homepage, right? As you can see, the scores over here, and that basically brings this video into a close, right? This was a very good website. I praised it all throughout the video. But if you want us to audit your website and go in depth, this was a very surface level audit just to show you how your website should look. And this was a very good example of how your dental website should look. If you want us to audit your dental website, you can click the link in the description, and we'll see you in the next video.